Hey students, it's Mrs. T and I'm your teacher this semester. So this video is designed to go over the syllabus for sociology class, like you see behind me here on the screen is a sociology syllabus, but also if you are taking cultural geography with me or physical geography with me or social problems with me, please open up your particular syllabus for our class. It should be in the folder or someplace linked close to the folder where you clicked on this video for the first time. Make sure that you have your particular class syllabus open while we're going over this video or going over the information in this video. Ooh, excuse me, so that you can you can get the specific information like the correct textbook, like the assignments and that kind of thing that are specific to your class that we have together. So in general, I want to cover in this video some things that are common across all four of those classes that I teach, and that is my contact information, my office hours, and some just, requirements that we are going to have of each other. You have some requirements of me, of course, as your teacher, and I have some requirements of you, of course, since you're the student, and the state of Arkansas requires certain things from both of us. So we're going to go over those kinds of things in this short video together. Okay, so you'll see my contact information here. My name is Mary Kate Terrell, but you can call me Mrs. T. That's what students call me. And I need you to get my cell phone number in our Blackboard class. So there's a communication plan piece of, folder in our Blackboard class, and you will find my cell phone number in there. I need you to text me, please. Tell me what your name is and what class that you're in so I can save you in my contacts list. And you need to save me in your contacts list as Mrs. T and what class that we have together, because that's the quickest and easiest way for you to get a hold of me, whether you're a face-to-face student or an online student. It's the quickest way for you to get a hold of me 24/7 during the semester. So I want you to contact me whenever you need to, whenever you're working on our classwork together. And I know many of you who are online students, that might be at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, because that's when you have budgeted your time. That's when you work the best. That's when you're free. You have the opportunity as an online student to work on our class anytime. And I want you to feel free to use my cell phone number to contact me at any time, even at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, if that's when you're working on class and you have a question. Now, I probably won't be able to respond right away because my cell phone is usually on silent, and I usually get up around 5 o'clock, 5:30 in the morning because of obligations, family obligations, and work obligations to make sure that I get everything done. And one of the first things that I do after I say my prayers and brew my coffee is answer your cell phone, your text messages to me. I'll look at text messages, I'll look at Blackboard, I'll grade stuff, I'll comment on stuff. And so usually it will take me an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours to get back to you by text. But text is absolutely the quickest way. So you have all these other ways to contact me. I have face-to-face office hours that you can see here. I have online office hours that I'm going to post a link in our Blackboard class so that you can click on it and get online with me simultaneously so we can chat. Through Zoom or through Teams. We can do that if you need to. But usually the students text me and we can talk at any time. You don't have to wait for the cell phone, or excuse me, you don't have to wait for the office hours because you have my cell phone number. So text me first. Usually my phone doesn't ring through if you try to call me. Usually if you text me and say, hey, can we chat? Then I can call you back. But just usually text me the question, and quite often we can just type back and forth and get whatever it is done that we need to get done. But that's my pledge to you, is to be available to you 24/7. The weekends you can contact me. You never have to apologize for texting. You are supposed to. I'm your teacher, so make me work for you. Okay? And so That's how you should get a hold of me this semester. And look at your syllabus with me now, because you need to understand what the resources are that you're going to need in this class. And so we're going to look at Blackboard, or we're going to use Blackboard heavily for our notes and for our lectures and to submit assignments and that kind of things. But you do need a textbook in each of the classes that I teach. Physical geography and cultural geography, you need a textbook. You have to contact the bookstore to get one. You can rent it, you can get an ebook, you can get a physical copy. It does not matter. And as a matter of fact, on your syllabus, please have a look at it, because you also have the option of getting an older edition if you have access to one. So you don't have to get the brand new thing. You can get, if there's a used way that you can get it online or something. You don't need any special access codes. We're not going to use a textbook online activities affiliated with a textbook. None of that. We're just going to do all the stuff that we need to do together through Blackboard. So make sure that you get your textbook, though. If you're physical geography or cultural geography, you have that step to go through. If you're sociology or social problems, your textbook is linked in your Blackboard class. And so you are going to be charged for a rental of an ebook in our Blackboard class. And so it's already there for you. You don't have to do anything. It's just going to be, lickety split through your financial aid or through your bill for the school. It'll all be taken care of. If you don't want an ebook, if you're old-fashioned like I am and you want a physical book to hold on to and carry, then you need to contact the bookstore if you're in sociology or social problems class. You need to contact the bookstore and tell them that you want to opt out. There's instructions on your syllabus. If you're in sociology class or social problems class, there's instructions for how to opt out if you would prefer to have your textbook in a different format than the ebook. Okay. But if the ebook is fine with you, there's nothing for you to do. For sociology and social problems, all you do is click on it and it's there for you. Okay, and so the textbook is required for any class that you're in with Mrs. T. The textbook is required. We're going to be using it regularly. We're going to hop around from one chapter to the next. We won't always read an entire chapter, but we will always read some pages from each of the chapters. And so that's going to be a requirement, a regular requirement in class together. Okay, so also in each of your syllabi, there is a section about the learning outcomes for this class. The learning outcomes are stated so that you are aware, you have a contract with me, that I'm never going to ask you or require you to do anything that is busy work. Everything that you do in class with me is required to achieve a certain goal, and those goals are all listed on your syllabus in the student learning outcomes section. And so if you're a face-to-face class, or even if you're an online student, you're going to have links in each weekly folder in Blackboard to video lectures like this one, where I'm going over the syllabus with you. But as the semester rolls by, weeks go by in the semester, you're going to have folders in Blackboard appear for each week, and it has a reading assignment, it has video lectures that you are obligated to watch and take notes on, and you're going to use those notes. Those notes is information that you need to build toward achieving these student learning outcomes, and the notes are vital for you to use them for your weekly reflection journals, your weekly quizzes, and then also your larger projects like the unit assignments that come at the end of each module, or even AI assignments that you have in some classes. We're going to do some AI assignments. And so the notes are vital. And so you need to plan now to get yourself a little bit of a schedule going. And you need to set some personal goals and get a calendar out and decide, when are you going to dedicate time each week to getting your video lectures, watching them and getting your notes on those video lectures and doing your reading assignment for our class together. So that is a requirement in any class with Mrs. T. If you're a face-to-face student, you're going to come to class in person and we're going to do the lectures. But if you ever have to be absent, those video lectures that are linked in our online class, you simply watch those when you aren't able to attend in person. And so if you're a face-to-face student, you don't necessarily have to watch the video lectures unless you're absent, and then it's required to catch yourself up to the point where the rest of everybody is, in class when you're able to come back in person and join us. Okay, and so let me see. We are going to use AI in class from time to time. Our unit assignments usually have an AI component, and so please make sure that you follow our AI guidelines. You will be instructed on how to use AI, but you are obligated never to pass off any work that AI does as though it is your own. We're going to do some assignments with writing AI prompts so that you get AI to do certain things, and you analyze what AI does using the information from our class. And so we will be using this very valuable tool to become better thinkers ourselves, because that's why this course is on your degree plan, because you need to develop some skills to reason and to interpret information and to draw conclusions. And that's what these courses are all about. And that's why I'm here with you. I'm going to help you develop those skills so you can stand on your own 2 feet, stand up straight and tall, and you will be the person who's confident amongst your peers because you know how to think, you know how to use these tools, and you have some information behind your reasoning and the conclusions and the decisions that you make in life. You'll be the person who people come to for advice because people will just know this person, has confidence about their spot in the world compared to me, and so I'm going to go to this person for some advice. So you'll be the person who is that anchor for everybody else around you when you use the material that I promise I'm going to be presenting to you in class. When you use it effectively and honestly to build your own critical thinking skills, you're going to be the anchor among all of your friends and your peers and your family. You're going to be the one who knows what they're doing most of the time. Okay, and so please make sure to look at the academic integrity section in your syllabus. You are obligated to know what the handbook says about academic integrity, and I also have some specific things that Mrs. T, I do regarding academic integrity. I require that you do all of your own work because your brain is beautiful. Listen to me when I tell you that your brain is beautiful. And just like you have to pluck eyebrows and, do whatever and, groom yourself in order to be presentable, you have to work your brain out just a little bit, okay? And so we're going to be doing that together and make that brain, that beautiful brain you came in with, even more beautiful at the end of these classes. And so work with me, and that's the result. That's what's going to happen for you. Okay, and so I'm not going to go over the assignments in this video. I'm going to go over the assignments in a separate video for each of you, each of the classes, because I know that it's important for you to know how do you earn points in this class, but the assignments are slightly different from one class to the next, and so I'm going to make some specific videos about those assignments and where you get those assignments and how do you complete them and that kind of thing in another required video that you need to do before you take quiz 1, which asks you about this syllabus and the assignments and that kind of thing. Okay, and so please use the syllabus as a reference to see when things are due, what course learning outcomes they apply to, and all this kind of stuff, because like I said, I promise that everything that we do goes to one of the course learning outcomes that we have for this class. Nothing is busy work, okay? And so we have a schedule that is detailed and outlined from one week to the next between now and December 10th, and so please make sure that you use that and reference it as often as you need to. And also Also, I don't know if your other teachers have something that you're supposed to print out and sign and scan in and send back or anything like that. We don't do that in this class. I've got a quiz in Blackboard for you to do in lieu of that. And so you don't have to print anything out from the syllabus or anything. You do have to complete the other lectures that I have for you about course logistics before you do quiz 1. And then once you do quiz 1, that is our course agreement. And this is going to be great, y'all. I'm really looking forward to it. And I hope that you will not be shy using my cell phone number. And I hope that you are as excited about this semester as I am. It is going to be great. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.